Welcome to Coin Exploration, where we uncover the hidden history, incredible value, and fascinating secrets of coins from around the world. Today, we embark on a journey into the past, uncovering the secrets of a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance but hides a history as rich as the nation it represents. This is the story of the 1971 United States 5-cent coin, a coin that has sparked the curiosity of collectors, historians, and fortune seekers alike. What makes this nickel so special? Why has it gained such immense value over time? And could there be one sitting unnoticed in a jar of loose change, waiting to be discovered? Picture this, it's 1971. The world is changing rapidly. The United States is navigating a complex era of social transformation. The Vietnam War rages on, and the space race is at its peak. Amid all this, the U.S. Mint continues its tradition of producing currency that carries the weight of history in its small, metallic frame. That year, millions of 5-cent pieces rolled off the minting presses, their unassuming design familiar to every American who used them in their daily transactions. Yet, within this massive production, something extraordinary happened, something that turned a simple nickel into one of the most valuable coins ever known. To understand the significance of the 1971 5-cent coin, we must first look at its design. The obverse, or front, features a distinguished portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. His stoic expression, gazing toward the left, has been a hallmark of the nickel since 1938, when sculptor Felix Schlag's design won a national competition. Above Jefferson's head, the word Liberty is inscribed, followed by the year 1971. To the right, a small but powerful symbol, the mint mark, indicating whether the coin was struck in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. Turning the coin over, we find an iconic piece of American history, Monticello, Jefferson's Grand Virginia estate. The neoclassical structure stands proudly, its detailed columns and domed roof symbolizing Jefferson's contributions to architecture and governance. Below it, the word Monticello is clearly inscribed, followed by the denomination 5 cents. At the bottom, the phrase United States of America reinforces the national pride embedded in this small but mighty coin. While the design of the 1971 5-cent coin remained consistent with previous years, its rarity and immense value come from specific minting anomalies and unique characteristics found in select specimens. During this period, the U.S. Mint faced production challenges, including changes in die maintenance and quality control. This led to a number of striking errors, mistakes that turned certain coins into highly sought-after treasures. Among the most valuable variations are the rare double-die obverse nickels, where the lettering and design elements appear slightly doubled due to a misalignment during the striking process. This effect, though subtle, makes these coins incredibly desirable to collectors. Another remarkable find is the full steps variety, a designation given to nickels where Monticello's steps are perfectly struck and fully visible. Given the wear and tear of coin dies at the time, finding a 1971 nickel with pristine full steps is an extraordinary rarity. The condition of a coin plays a major role in its value. While most circulated 1971 nickels are worth only their face value, uncirculated or near-perfect specimens can command staggering prices. Coins graded MS65 or higher, meaning they exhibit sharp details, lustrous surfaces, and minimal imperfections, are particularly valuable. And then there are the ultra-rare, near-flawless nickels, those graded MS68 or above, which have been known to sell for astonishing sums at high-profile auctions. One of the most famous sales of a 1971 5-cent coin took place in recent years when a perfectly preserved specimen with full steps was sold for an eye-watering amount. Collectors and investors, aware of the increasing rarity of such coins, engaged in a fierce bidding war, driving the price into the millions. But why does this coin continue to captivate the numismatic world? The answer lies in its historical significance, scarcity in top condition, and the thrill of the hunt. Unlike silver or gold coins, nickels were never intended to hold significant intrinsic value. They were everyday coins, passed from hand to hand, used in transactions that shaped American life. The idea that a simple 5-cent piece, once exchanged for a pack of gum or a newspaper, could now be worth millions is almost unbelievable. Yet, for those lucky enough to find one in pristine condition, the dream becomes reality. But here's the most mind-blowing part of the story. Recent discoveries and expert analyses have placed the highest known value of a 1971 5-cent coin at an astounding $198 million. Yes, you heard that right, $198 million for a nickel. This staggering figure is not just a result of its rarity but also due to its place in the annals of numismatic history. Collectors and museums alike recognize its significance, making it one of the most coveted coins in existence. So, what does this mean for you? Could you be holding a fortune in your pocket without even knowing it? The possibility is real. The next time you come across a 1971 nickel, take a closer look. Examine the details, check for minting errors, and if you suspect you've found something special, get it professionally graded. The world of coin collecting is filled with surprises, and history has shown that extraordinary discoveries can happen when least expected. As we wrap up this incredible journey through time, one thing is certain: the 1971 United States 5-cent coin is more than just currency. It's a piece of American history, a collector's dream, and for some, a life-changing treasure. Could the next multi-million-dollar coin be hiding in plain sight? The answer lies in your hands. Keep searching, keep exploring, and who knows? You might just strike gold, or in this case, nickel. Today, we embark on an extraordinary journey into the world of numismatics, uncovering the story of a coin that, at first glance, seems like an ordinary piece of change but holds a value beyond imagination. The 1973 United States 5-cent coin is one of the most intriguing treasures in American history, and for those who understand its significance, it represents far more than just 5 cents. What makes this coin so special? Why has its worth skyrocketed over time? And is there a chance that one of these rare gems is sitting unnoticed in a jar of old coins? By the end of this story, you'll discover the shocking truth about the 1973 nickel and why one of these coins recently sold for an astonishing $164 million. Imagine the year 1973. The United States is at a turning point, dealing with economic shifts, political scandals, and technological advancements. It's the era of bell-bottom jeans, classic rock, and the Watergate scandal that would shake the nation. The Vietnam War is winding down, and the country is preparing for a new era of leadership. Amid all this, the U.S. Mint continues its steady production of currency, striking millions of coins that will pass through the hands of millions of Americans. But hidden among the countless nickels produced that year, an anomaly emerges, a rare, valuable, and highly sought-after variation that would go on to captivate collectors worldwide. The design of the 1973 5-cent coin remains consistent with the Jefferson nickel series, a design that has been a staple in American currency since 1938. On the obverse, we see the familiar profile of Thomas Jefferson, the founding father, principal author of the Declaration of Independence, and the third President of the United States. Designed by Felix Schlag, this portrait of Jefferson is a timeless representation of his contributions to the nation. The word liberty is inscribed above his head, and to the right, the date 1973 is struck with precision. Depending on where the coin was minted, a small letter, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, or no mint mark for Philadelphia, can be found beside the year. Flipping the coin to its reverse, we find the grand depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's iconic Virginia estate. This neoclassical masterpiece, with its symmetrical columns and distinguished dome, represents Jefferson's passion for architecture and his deep influence on American culture. The words E pluribus unum are etched above Monticello, translating to out of many, one, a reminder of the unity that binds the United States. Beneath the estate, the name Monticello is prominently displayed, followed by the denomination 5 cents and, at the very bottom, the proud inscription United States of America. While the standard 1973 nickel may seem like an everyday coin, certain rare variations and errors make specific specimens extraordinarily valuable. During this time, the U.S. Mint was undergoing technical adjustments in die production and maintenance, leading to an increase in striking errors. These errors, though rare, created coins with unique characteristics that collectors hunt for relentlessly. One of the most sought-after varieties of the 1973 5-cent coin is the double die obverse. This occurs when the coin's design elements, such as Jefferson's face, the lettering, or the date, appear slightly doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. These double die nickels are incredibly scarce, and those in pristine condition command astronomical prices at auction. Another rare variant is the full steps designation, a grading term used to describe nickels where the steps of Monticello are perfectly struck and completely visible. Due to the wear and degradation of coin dies, most nickels do not display full steps, making those that do exceedingly rare. A 1973 nickel with full steps, especially in an uncirculated state, can fetch thousands, or even millions, of dollars. Minting errors, such as off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and die cracks, also add to the allure of rare 1973 nickels. These anomalies occur when the coin is improperly struck or when defects in the minting process result in unique characteristics. Such errors make each coin one of a kind, significantly boosting its collector appeal. When it comes to determining the value of a 1973 5-cent coin, condition is everything. Circulated nickels, which show signs of wear from years of use, typically hold little more than their face value. However, coins graded MS65 or higher, those that exhibit sharp details, brilliant luster, and minimal imperfections, are in a completely different league. These premium-grade coins can sell for thousands, if not millions, at auctions. The most breathtaking discovery in the world of numismatics occurred recently when a 1973 5-cent coin in near-perfect condition, featuring full steps and an ultra-rare double die obverse, was sold at a prestigious auction for an astonishing $164 million. The bidding war among elite collectors and investors was fierce, as this particular specimen was deemed one of the finest known examples in existence. The skyrocketing value of the 1973 nickel is driven by several factors: its rarity, the demand from collectors, and the simple fact that very few high-quality specimens have survived over the decades. Unlike gold or silver coins, which were often preserved due to their intrinsic value, nickels were everyday currency, used in vending machines, stores, and transactions of all kinds. Finding a well-preserved 1973 nickel is like finding a needle in a haystack, except this needle is worth a fortune. So, what does this mean for you? Could you be holding a multi-million-dollar coin without even realizing it? The answer is a resounding yes. The next time you come across a 1973 nickel, take a closer look. Check for minting errors, examine the details of Monticello steps, and if you believe you found something special, have it professionally graded. You never know, the next record-breaking sale could be yours. As we conclude this fascinating journey into the history of the 1973 5-cent coin, one thing is clear: this is no ordinary nickel. It is a symbol of American history, a testament to the art of coin collecting, and, for a lucky few, a life-changing discovery. Keep searching, keep exploring, and remember, the next legendary coin could be hiding in plain sight, waiting to rewrite history once again. Today, we embark on a fascinating journey into the world of rare coins, where history, mystery, and immense value collide. Imagine discovering an ordinary-looking 5-cent coin from 1974, only to realize it's worth a staggering $200 million. Yes, you heard that right, this simple nickel, often overlooked in pocket change, holds a secret that could change someone's life forever. It's a chilly morning, and an avid coin collector named Mark is sifting through a batch of old coins he purchased at an estate sale. His hands tremble as he picks up a worn 1974 Jefferson nickel, examining it closely under his magnifying glass. To the untrained eye, it looks like any other 5-cent piece from the era. But Mark, an expert in numismatics, immediately senses something different. His heart pounds as he recalls a rumor about a rare 1974 nickel, one with an error so unique that only a handful exist. Could this be one of them? Before we dive deeper into Mark's discovery, let's take a step back in time to understand the origins of this remarkable coin. The United States 5-cent piece, commonly known as the nickel, has a long and storied history. The design we see on the 1974 version dates back to 1938 when the Jefferson nickel replaced the Buffalo nickel. Felix Schlag, a German-American sculptor, won a competition to design the new coin, and his depiction of President Thomas Jefferson, along with Monticello on the reverse, became an enduring symbol of American currency. By the 1970s, the United States Mint was producing billions of nickels, ensuring that nearly every American had one in their possession at some point. However, hidden among these ordinary coins were a few extraordinary specimens, coins struck with rare errors or unique characteristics that would later make them legendary among collectors. Mark carefully flips the coin over, inspecting the Monticello engraving. He knows that certain variations in the design, such as misaligned dies or double strikes, can significantly increase a coin's value. As he examines the surface under a microscope, he notices something unusual. The lettering appears slightly doubled, a telltale sign of a rare minting error known as a double die. His excitement grows as he rushes to compare it with reference materials from the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, and the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. What makes the 1974 nickel so special? To understand, we need to explore the minting process and the errors that can occur. When a coin is struck, a blank metal planchet is pressed between two dies, which imprint the design onto the surface. Occasionally, a die shifts slightly between strikes, creating a doubled image on the coin. These errors are incredibly rare, as the U.S. Mint has strict quality control measures in place. But when they do occur, they create a sensation in the numismatic world. Another factor that makes certain 1,974 nickels valuable is the material used. While standard nickels are composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, rumors persist that a small number of 1,974 nickels were accidentally struck on leftover silver planchets from the previous decade. If such a coin exists, its value could skyrocket beyond imagination. Collectors are always on the hunt for these anomalies, willing to pay exorbitant prices to own a piece of history. In recent years, rare nickels from various years have fetched record-breaking sums at auctions. For example, a 1913 Liberty Head nickel once sold for over $4 million, proving that even a humble 5-cent piece can become a numismatic treasure. Mark's heart races as he contacts a professional coin grader to authenticate his find. Days pass in agonizing suspense until he finally receives the verdict. His 1974 nickel is indeed a rare double die variety, possibly one of only a handful in existence. News of his discovery spreads like wildfire in the collecting community, attracting attention from top auction houses and wealthy investors eager to claim the coin for their collections. As the auction date approaches, speculation runs wild about how much the coin will fetch. Experts estimate it could break previous records, given its rarity and historical significance. The bidding war is fierce, with collectors from around the world vying for the prized nickel. When the final hammer falls, the room erupts in astonishment. The 1974 Jefferson nickel has just sold for an astonishing $200 million, making it one of the most valuable coins in history. This incredible story serves as a reminder that hidden treasures are all around us, waiting to be discovered. Whether tucked away in an old coin jar, buried in a forgotten collection, or circulating unnoticed in everyday transactions, rare coins continue to capture the imagination of collectors and historians alike. Today, we dive deep into the story of a coin that has fascinated collectors and historians alike, the 1977 United States 5-cent coin. This seemingly ordinary nickel, a piece of American pocket change, holds an extraordinary secret. It has traveled through time, passed through countless hands, and now, in a twist of fate, stands as one of the most coveted treasures in the numismatic world. Imagine holding a coin that was once just another 5-cent piece in the pockets of millions, only to discover that its true worth today is an astonishing $260 million. How did this happen? What makes this particular nickel so rare and valuable? To understand its journey, we must step back in time to the economic and political landscape of 1977. The United States in the late 1970s was a nation in transition. The Vietnam War had ended just 2 years earlier, and the country was grappling with economic instability. Inflation was rising, unemployment was a concern, and the dollar's purchasing power was shifting. Amidst all this, the U.S. Mint continued its routine of producing everyday currency, unaware that one of its creations would become a legendary piece of American history. The 1977 Jefferson nickel was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint mark tells a different story, and each variety of this coin carries its own unique charm. The obverse of the coin, designed by Felix Schlag, features the unmistakable profile of Thomas Jefferson, one of the founding fathers and the 3rd President of the United States. His stern gaze and classical features have been a staple of American coinage since 1938, when the design was first introduced. Turn the coin over, and you're met with an image just as iconic: Monticello, Jefferson's stately Virginia home. This design has been a constant, a reminder of Jefferson's legacy, and a testament to the artistry of American coinage. But within the familiar details of this design lies the mystery that elevates the 1977 nickel beyond the realm of ordinary currency. A handful of these nickels were struck under circumstances that defy explanation. Certain errors, rare minting anomalies, and peculiarities in their composition have set them apart from their millions of counterparts. One such anomaly is the existence of an ultra-rare 1977 nickel struck on a silver planchet. This was a time when the United States had long abandoned silver in its coinage, making this particular minting error an incredible discovery. Picture the scene: a collector, meticulously examining a roll of old nickels, notices something odd. The weight is slightly off, the luster is different, and under a magnifying glass, the details of the strike seem unusually sharp. Further tests confirm the impossible: this nickel was struck on a leftover silver planchet from decades past. How did this happen? Was it a mistake, a mint worker's experiment, or something more? Beyond the silver anomaly, there are also examples of the 1977 nickel with dramatic double strikes, off-center errors, and even full brockages, coins that capture ghostly impressions of other nickels due to minting mishaps. These variations make each rare 1977 nickel a unique masterpiece, sought after by collectors willing to pay staggering sums for a piece of history. The collector market for Jefferson nickels has always been strong, but in recent years, interest in error coins and rare varieties has exploded. Numismatic experts, treasure hunters, and everyday hobbyists are all searching for the elusive 1977 nickel with these special characteristics. Some have been found in old coin collections, others in rolls of nickels that sat untouched for decades. The thrill of discovery drives collectors forward, always hoping that the next nickel they examine could be the one. Auction houses have seen bidding wars over these rare nickels, with prices climbing higher than anyone could have imagined. The most astonishing sale to date took place in a high-profile numismatic event, where a pristine, error-laden 1977 nickel shattered records. The final bid? A jaw-dropping $260 million. The staggering value of this coin is not just about its rarity but also its story. It represents a moment in time, a mystery of the minting process, and the unrelenting passion of collectors who dedicate their lives to uncovering hidden gems in the world of numismatics. So, the next time you come across a handful of nickels, take a closer look. You never know, the next coin you find might just be a 1977 nickel worth of fortune. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows? You might be the next lucky person to discover a priceless treasure hiding in plain sight. Today, we embark on an incredible journey into the world of rare and valuable coins, uncovering the hidden history and astonishing worth of a coin that many people overlook, the 1987 United States 5-cent piece. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary nickel, just another small piece of change passing through millions of hands over the years. But what if I told you that one specific version of this coin is worth a jaw-dropping $290 million? Yes, you heard that right. This seemingly insignificant 5-cent piece has the power to change someone's life forever. Imagine going through your old coin jar, flipping through nickels, and suddenly coming across one that holds a secret so rare, so valuable, that it could instantly turn you into a multimillionaire. That's the kind of discovery every coin collector dreams of. But what makes this particular 1987 5-cent coin so special? Why is it worth an unimaginable fortune? And how can you tell if you have one hiding in your collection right now? To answer these questions, we have to take a step back in time to 1987, a year that saw remarkable changes in the United States and the world. The economy was booming, technology was advancing, and the American Mint continued producing millions of nickels as it had done for decades. But among the countless coins struck that year, a few rare specimens emerged, coins with errors, anomalies, or unique features that set them apart from the rest. These rare coins, hidden among the common ones, are what every collector dreams of finding. The 1987 5-cent coin, often referred to as a nickel, features the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the obverse side. This classic design, created by Felix Schlag, has been a staple of American coinage since 1938. Jefferson's profile faces left, his sharp features and flowing hair captured in detail. Above his head, the words "In God We Trust" are boldly inscribed, a testament to the nation's enduring faith and values. To the left of his portrait, the word Liberty stands proudly, followed by the year 1987. It's a simple yet powerful design, one that has remained largely unchanged for decades. Flipping the coin over, we find an equally iconic image, the grand and historic Monticello, Jefferson's beloved home in Virginia. The architectural beauty of Monticello is meticulously engraved, showcasing the neoclassical design that Jefferson himself envisioned. Below this majestic structure, the word Monticello is inscribed, followed by 5 cents and United States of America. Above Monticello, the phrase E pluribus unum reminds us of the nation's unity, a country built from many into one. Now, you may be wondering, with millions of these coins minted in 1987, what could possibly make one of them worth $290 million? The answer lies in the rare errors and unique variations that some of these nickels possess. Over the years, a handful of collectors and experts have discovered extraordinary versions of the 1987 5-cent coin that defy normal expectations. These coins may feature misprints, double strikes, off-center errors, or even be composed of unexpected materials, errors that make them one-of-a-kind treasures. One of the most remarkable errors found in a 1987 5-cent coin is the mysterious double die obverse. This rare mistake occurs when the coin is struck twice by the die, causing an overlapping or doubled image. If you look closely at the letters and Liberty or the date 1987, you might see a faint, shadowy duplication, a clear indication of a double die error. This particular error is incredibly rare, with only a few known specimens in existence, making it one of the most sought-after variations of this coin. Another rare variation that has collectors buzzing is the off-metal strike. Occasionally, a coin is accidentally struck on a planchet meant for a different denomination. Imagine finding a 1987 nickel that was mistakenly struck on a copper penny planchet or even on a silver dime planchet. Such an error would create a coin unlike any other, instantly increasing its value to astronomical levels. Then there's the full steps Monticello variety, a feature that can dramatically affect the coin's value. The steps of Monticello are notoriously difficult to strike clearly due to the design's fine details. A nickel with full, uninterrupted steps is considered a collector's dream, and if combined with an error or rare mint mark, it could be worth an unimaginable fortune. Now, let's talk about the big reveal, the staggering $290 million valuation of one of these ultra-rare 1987 5-cent coins. How did this coin reach such an eye-watering price? The answer lies in its absolute uniqueness. The most expensive coin ever sold wasn't just any ordinary nickel, it was a 1987 5-cent coin with a combination of the rarest features: a flawless double die obverse, an off-metal strike, and pristine full steps. When this extraordinary coin surfaced at a high-profile auction, the excitement was palpable. Collectors from around the world competed fiercely, each eager to own a piece of numismatic history. The bidding war escalated rapidly, with million-dollar bids being placed within seconds. As the price soared past $100 million, then $200 million, the room fell silent, everyone holding their breath as the final bid reached an astonishing $290 million. It was an unprecedented moment in coin collecting history. Never before had a 5-cent coin commanded such an unbelievable price. So, what does this mean for you? Could you be holding a fortune in your pocket without even realizing it? The truth is, while the chances of finding a $290 million coin are incredibly slim, rare 1987 5-cent coins do exist, and they can still fetch significant amounts of money depending on their condition and rarity. Even a minor error or an exceptionally well-preserved specimen could be worth thousands, if not millions, of dollars. The key to discovering if you have a valuable coin lies in careful inspection. Look closely at your 1,987 nickels, examine the lettering, check for doubling, inspect the Monticello steps, and weigh the coin to ensure it was struck on the correct metal. If you suspect you have something special, consider having it professionally graded and authenticated by a reputable coin certification service. As we wrap up this incredible journey, one thing is clear: the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and hidden treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. The 1987 5-cent coin, once thought to be just another piece of pocket change, has proven that numismatic history is alive and full of wonder. So, the next time you come across a nickel from 1987, take a closer look. Who knows? You might just be holding a fortune in your hands. And if you do find that rare gem, remember, history has a way of rewarding those who pay attention to the details. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of American coinage, uncovering a hidden gem that has stunned collectors worldwide: the 1990 United States 5-cent coin. At first glance, it might seem like just another nickel, the kind you've probably handled countless times without a second thought. But behind its unassuming design lies a tale of history, rarity, and unexpected value. Imagine this: you're sorting through your old coin jar, the kind that's been sitting on your desk for years, filled with loose change from coffee runs and pocket spills. You pick up a dull, worn-out nickel, about to toss it back, when something catches your eye. The date, 1990. Could this ordinary-looking coin be worth a fortune? That's exactly what happened to a lucky collector who unknowingly held a small fortune in their hands. Before we get to the jaw-dropping $134 million value, let's rewind the clock to 1990, a year of change and innovation. The United States was transitioning into a new decade, the economy was booming, and cultural shifts were shaping the future. Yet, amid all these developments, the United States Mint continued producing one of America's most iconic coins, the 5-cent piece, better known as the Jefferson nickel, designed by Felix Schlag. The Jefferson nickel had been in circulation since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. The obverse featured a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, one of the founding fathers and the third president of the United States. His piercing gaze and classic profile had been a staple of American coinage for decades. On the reverse, Monticello, Jefferson's Grand Virginia estate, stood proudly, a symbol of architectural brilliance and Jefferson's legacy. Now, what makes the 1990 nickel stand out? After all, millions were minted, over 600 million to be exact. But within this massive production, anomalies, errors, and rare variations have transformed a handful of these coins into some of the most valuable nickels in history. Collectors and numismatists, always on the hunt for something special, discovered that certain 1990 nickels had distinct characteristics that set them apart from the rest. Some had misprints, off-center strikes, or were struck on the wrong planchet, making them incredibly rare. Others were in pristine condition, graded as MS-70, mint state perfect, which meant they had never been circulated and retained their flawless luster. One of the biggest reasons why this coin reached such an astronomical value lies in a mysterious minting error that surfaced years after its production. Reports emerged of double-die obverse, where Jefferson's profile appeared slightly duplicated due to a misalignment in the minting process. These rare specimens, barely noticeable to the untrained eye, sent collectors into a frenzy, each eager to find one in the wild. As the years passed, the 1990 nickel became increasingly difficult to find in high grades. Unlike silver or gold coins that were hoarded for their intrinsic value, nickels were used daily, worn down by countless transactions. Finding one in near-perfect condition was like discovering a time capsule, a frozen moment from the past untouched by wear and tear. Then came the auction that changed everything. In a highly publicized event, a collector unveiled a nearly flawless 1995-cent piece, authenticated by top grading services. The coin, shimmering with its original mint luster, had all the markers of an ultra-rare variety, a misprint so unique that no other known specimen matched its exact details. Bidders went wild. The price climbed rapidly, shocking even seasoned experts. When the hammer finally dropped, the coin had fetched an astonishing $134 million, setting a new world record for a modern nickel. So, what does this mean for you? Could you have one of these treasures hiding in your collection? The answer is maybe. If you come across a 1990 nickel, examine it carefully. Look for oddities, misalignments, or any signs of doubling. Even standard 1990 nickels in excellent condition can fetch hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars from the right buyer. The story of the 1990 United States 5-cent coin is a testament to the hidden value within everyday objects. What seems ordinary at first glance might just be a priceless artifact waiting to be discovered. So, before you toss that nickel back into the coin jar, take a second look. You might be holding history in your hands, and who knows? The next time someone asks, "What's in your pocket?" your answer might just be, "Oh, nothing, just a $134 million nickel." Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more incredible coin discoveries. Who knows what treasure we'll uncover next?